We're gonna have to turn all these things off again. Give me 1 second. I always start this thing and I forget to put the do not disturb on. Um, Another thing I forgot to do here. All right, sorry about that. I had to get everything ready. So I have an update. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in here. I know it's a little early on a Saturday, but I'm going to get into it in a minute here. Just gonna look at my notes. Where's my notepad? All right. So, good morning. Refuse to lose. Old Uncle Bill's in the house. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I am still, I'm still at my kid's house. Hanging out here for another day or two. Waiting for his mom to get back. Good morning, Red Squirrel Jr. How are you? I got your texts. I've been watching those videos. A lot of crazy stuff happening now. It seems like East Palestine has gotten a little bit more attention since we last showed up. We have a plan that we're going to be putting in effect here. So, we had a meeting the other night. I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. We had Soup Mama in there, or not, the Soup Kitchen was in there. The organizers from Americans for America were there. And during the meeting, I pitched this idea. I'm like, well, why don't we help out and get all the groups together? So I was like, hey, we're a big central thing. We have a lot of networking skills. We have a lot of people that are involved. Why don't we get all the groups that already exist, that are already doing donation drives, and put them all together and help out? So that's what we planned on doing. So that was our idea from the start, and I just want to throw that out there. I also want to throw it out there. Thank you for everybody who was in the last donation drive, for all your support. We appreciate you coming and driving the trucks. We appreciate you coming and lending a hand. Everything. We appreciate all that. Thank you for the help with the Americans for America Foundation donation drive last time that we brought the load up to Ohio. I have to say these things apparently now. But yeah, so we're going to go and assist the Nationwide Freedom Family. They're going to be hosting an event on the 11th up in East Palestine. So Americans for America are going to go and support that event up in Ohio. So we're going to be bringing more donations. So we're going to start a donation drive pretty soon, guys. I'm going to have a location for you to come and drop some stuff off, things like that. So I want to put that together this week. I do have to do a couple things. I have to run down to Maryland and Hagerstown for a little bit and pick up some stuff. But I just wanted to throw it out there, guys. There's a lot more people involved. There is a load that may be coming from Long Island. Hold on 1 second. I got a guy here. All right, sorry guys. This guy's working. I don't know what the hell he wants to do, but he ain't poking around in this yard. He's trying to do a septic or something over on the other yard, like 3 houses away, and he's walked all the way over here to try to do surveying for that. I don't know. Some towns you need the adjoining wells and things like that to see where you can put things. But anyway, I apologize. So what is going on in the chat? I apologize. I just missed. I am coming back to East Palestine. I'd love to meet up with you guys. If you're out there in Ohio and you want to hang out and you want to meet us, you want to tell us your story about what happened or how you're coping with the existing problem out here, I would love to meet up with you guys. You know, there's been a lot more attention, like I said. A lot more things are coming out about Ohio. They're doing more testing. They're finding out more answers. They're supposedly tearing up the tracks, and they're going to be getting the soil from under the tracks. It's just ironic how they kept the trains going all the time, the whole time, kicking that dust up that has the chemicals from underneath the tracks. Why that wasn't shut down, I don't know. Safety reasons, man. See, safety reasons, and it's funny because I say this. I'm going to show you guys that I'm going to cover my name. All right. But, you know, I am OSHA certified. I did have to take a course on dangerous chemicals and things like that. So it's not coming from nowhere. I do know, you know, some things, especially when it comes to mitigating spills and things like that. So every business has an MSDS list. You guys can look at that at your jobs. It should be hanging next to the employee rights and things like that. So there are other people that may be bringing loads. For Americans for America, what we're trying to do is get everybody together. So hopefully we can collaborate with other smaller groups. So if you have a smaller group and you're trying to get the word out, try to contact Americans for America. You can contact me. You can drop by the Facebook webpage for Americans for America Foundation. You can hit up Jersey Freedom Fighters. My email is jerseyj2022@gmail.com. We are not accepting donations, and we haven't accepted donations for Americans for America. I'm not accepting any kind of monetary or any kind of supplies or anything. I'm not taking anything from the groups for gas, nothing. So all the donations go right to Americans for America, and you can hit them up at the Cash App link, Americans, or the $, Americans, #4 America. So if you guys want to donate more to this event, you can do that. I just want to make a shout out to you know, all the streamers and everybody that's been restreaming and helping get the word out. It's very important. This is the only thing we can do. We can share information like this. And because I put the words East Palestine in my title, I'm now being shadow banned. And I did this kind of to prove a point. So I might do another update later and not have anything in the title for East Palestine. I might just put, you know, Joe Biden's the best president we've ever had. And then they'd probably show it. But obviously it would be a lie. Good morning, Dashhound Grandma. Fight for Freedom. Good morning. Scrambler. Red Fox. When was the Americans for America founded? When was it founded? I'm going to have to say probably about a month ago. Something like that. I was supposed to be asked to come in right in the beginning, and I was too busy with a lot of stuff, and I never got back to Vince in time. And luckily he caught up with me later, and now I'm, you know, also a part of the Americans for America. So I am one of the co-leaders. You know, I try to do media aspect, some public relations stuff, reach out, just general organization. You know, I don't have a special spot or nothing. Like, we're all equal in the group. So it's very important that you know, this doesn't get twisted into some craziness, because really all that this group, Americans for America, are about are trying to bring people together. You know, like I've been saying the whole time, it doesn't matter if you're red or blue or gay or straight or black or white. If you're a Biden supporter or a Trump supporter, if you like masks, if you don't like masks, if you drive a car, if you don't drive a car, if you have a job, if you don't have a job, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you bleed red and you support this country, you're more than welcome to come and help out. More than welcome to support. Come on the channel, watch what's going on. I'm not going to be one that's going to be running around trying to advertise anything I got going on personally or anything like that at these events. I think that's a big vanity thing. I think that's a big clout chasing thing. And sometimes people that get into this for the first time and they don't understand how the live stream thing works, what happens is, I'll let you know right now, when it comes to live streaming and trying to report on what's going on at these donation sites or what's going on at these events, it's very important that you turn the camera on the event. That's why people are watching, to see the event, to see what's going on. You know, personal stories and things like that, they're nice, they're good add-ins and things like that, but the stream shouldn't be about you and what you did or why you're there. It is strictly about what the people are going through. They need help. They don't need opinions. They don't need another victim. So if you're showing up, make sure you got the right protective gear, because it is dangerous. And if you're going really close to like ground zero and you're not wearing a mask and you're not taking the safety precautions you should, and you get hurt, then you kind of earned it. And I'm going to say that publicly, because I know if I go anywhere near ground zero, I'm going to have a full respirator on, and anything else that I could use to protect myself. I mean, these people that live there are going through all these things where they have chemical burns in their throats. They're throwing up. They're passing out. There's a lot of stuff that they're going through. Why risk it? Why go somewhere? It's almost like if you go there and you're kind of not wearing the stuff and then you start complaining about it, I don't really feel like you got a right to complain about it. Sorry. You could have had the right PPE to wear when you went there. So the feel bad for me, the pity party, I'm not going to be doing any of that. If I do get sick, I won't even tell you guys, because I don't want that attention. I'm not there to go get sick so I can sue. I'm not doing any of that. All I'm trying to do is bring this story out into the public eyes, and I'm trying to show the rest of the world that if you guys come together out there as the American public, then that you can actually make a change. You don't need the government to wait for the government to come in and step in and do that change for you. We are big adults. We know what we're doing out here. We go food shopping for our families. We know what we need in our houses. No one needs to tell us that these people need water. No one needs to tell us that they need other supplies, because they're disappearing off the shelves pretty quick up there. So I'm asking that everybody kind of comes together and we can figure this out. But there will be no clout chasing. I won't support any clout chasing if you're doing stuff like that. If you're in this fight to try to get recognition for you or your group specifically, and you're not giving it back to the American people who made it possible for your group to be there, if you're not giving it back to the public, I will not support you. I'm not backing you anymore. You don't have my protection. And know that. I know there's a lot of excuses people are going to come up with. Well, I just wanted to show what I was going through. That's nice. These people have been going through this for a month, and the attention should be on the people of East Palestine, Ohio. That's what I'm going to say about that, because I've had a little pet peeve going on for a little while now, and I wanted to speak on that. And I'm not saying any names specifically out there for a reason, because I'm not going to make it about you and then have you get more clout by trying to make a response video, because that's what happens. But was this? Yep, old Uncle Bill. Yeah, you're saying that specifically the cleanup workers thought they can get through it without PPE, or the train companies and the people that hired them apparently didn't think that was a disaster or a big enough problem, so they didn't want to acknowledge the dangers, and for that reason those people didn't wear PPE or whatever, and now they're getting sick. Honestly, I don't want to get sick. I want to stay around so I can raise my kids, so I can help out with the Freedom Family. I can't afford to get sick. If I get sick, then I don't know what's going to happen for Jen. She relies on me. My son relies on me. My aunt and uncle, they need my help. My father's going to need my help. So there's a lot of people that need me, and I can't afford to get sick. So I wouldn't take those risks. Knowing what I know and how dangerous these chemicals are, and the ones that they haven't even told us about yet that are out there, no, I'm not taking that risk. So you won't see any I don't feel good I'm not going to play up a big scene and drama fest so I can get attention because I was ignorant enough to go into an area and get sick. You'll never see that from me. My thing is, man, I really just want the attention to be in Ohio. So what we're going to do is go out of our way to make sure the attention is just on Ohio. I don't know if you guys found anything wrong with the way I streamed last time, but please let me know and I will make adjustments. I'm not perfect as well. I do make mistakes, but being in this live streaming thing for over a year and being at different events and seeing how they act and seeing how to portray things, it's delicate. And if you don't do it right, the trolls will come after you and the rest of the people will come after you because you're not doing it right. And you're doing that clout chasing and you're doing that me, I, look what I did, look at all the stuff I brought. No. Americans for America got all those donations together. Carolyn up in Giselle, she got all those donations together. They were put in a truck and then people brought that truck there. So Americans for America got all the donations together last time through the people out there in the public. And I just want to throw it out there because I'm not going to do this, fake optic where you don't mention the fact that Americans for America brought those donations together with the people of America. No other organization other than supporting us and helping us was responsible for getting those donations together. So if there's anyone out there trying to take credit for putting that event together last time, just let them know that Americans for America put the event together. Carolyn up in Giselle, we had AJ Andrews, we had Denise, we had Stitch, we had myself, Vince, Brian May. Those people are the lead organizers of this group. Those people and those people alone worked on everything. Then logistically, other groups helped us with donating or moving the objects or helping pass them out. But that was the main entity there. So I'm putting it out there because I want to make sure that no one's out there trying to falsely claim that they were responsible for the truckload or the trailer load or the car load of things that went up there. I just wanted to clear the air on that because there's a lot of misconceptions out there, and I think a couple people were confused on who brought the stuff and who was responsible for getting it there. Now that that's over with, it's not about the credit of who's doing it, it's the miscredit. It's the misleading that makes it look like one individual was responsible or another group was responsible. But we have to clear the air because those groups weren't. It was the leadership of Americans for America to put the event together. Other groups helped out, and I'm just going to leave it at that now. But I want to put it out there because that clout chasing thing and the self-advertising. All right. Do you guys see my Jersey J shirt when I'm at these events? I mean, it'd be nice to advertise for my channel, and I might in the future. But when I'm out there trying to help people, I'm not self-promoting. I'm not asking for donations from the people for me. I'm not doing any of that. And you can't get me on that because there's nothing on my videos that actually portray that. So I want to be the person, right? I want to be the person that I'm trying to get everyone else to be. I want to make giving, loving, helping people. I do not want to have these people trying to take false credit or mislead people into thinking that they did something that they didn't do. Okay? When you're sitting there like this, and there's 100 people around you filling cars with water bottles and all that, and you're talking about and you're joking around and things like that on your live, it's kind of insulting to the people that are going through this. And you have to keep that in the back of your head. It's all fun and playtime because you got all this new attention on live, but it's not that at all. It shouldn't be about that. All right. So if you got like 500 comments that say good job, and you didn't say one time in there you should thank Americans for America, or you should thank the American public, or you should thank the supporters, you should thank the viewers, that's who deserves the credit. Them and no one else. Like I've said before, we are the entities that bring those donations to the people. That's all we are. We are the medium. That's it. everyone out there, you're responsible for what we did. You're responsible for bringing all that water. People like Angelina Jones, who fill up a Ryder truck full of donations and drop it off. Those are the people that are responsible for making this happen. Not Americans for America. They just brought the people and the donations together. That's our job. That's it. Now there's other things in effect now. We're trying to help out with a lot of different events. But like I just said earlier, at the meeting the other day, I pitched an idea, and I think it's a very good idea that we're working with, is that we're going to take all the little groups that started out to try to help this out. And I'm not going out and saying start your own group right now, because there's hundreds of them, and they're all trying to get donations to East Palestine. So we want to bring the people that are out there already doing this, we want to bring them together and help them organize to where we can make like supply lines where we can constantly just keep dropping off loads every week. Today, Wednesday is water day. Wednesday and Friday are water day. You can pick up diapers and household items on Tuesday. And we can organize and we can make this a little bit bigger of a deal, because these people are going to need supplies and water for a very long time, if not forever. So more ideas have been thrown around. Americans for America and several other groups are working together to try to get water purification and air purification in every home in East Palestine and the surrounding areas that were affected. So that's a huge undertaking, and we are going to need the people's help out there. We are going to need your guys' help. So if you can, and you're able and willing, and you have access to, say, a CEO at a water purification company, and they're not involved with FEMA, if you could reach out to us, air purification too. If you guys are working with HVAC and you guys have an in with air purifiers and things like that, if you could reach out to us, we need contacts so that way we can do bigger things for these people. And that's what we're working on right now. But like I said, there's a possible load coming out of Long Island. There's a possible load coming out of Canada. There's a possible, there's another drive, I believe, going on in Cincinnati. But we will be working with the Nationwide Freedom Family. They are hosting the event in Ohio on the 11th. We are coming in as support. So see how I described that? Americans for America aren't responsible for putting this event on. We are there as support. So that means we are going to help out with whatever they need. And we're going to also be bringing donations. But like I said, the people that are organizing these events, I'm going to be honest with you. You know what's discouraging? Is when it's blasted all over the news that they got donations there, and no one knows where to bring the next donations because they didn't mention the name. If you're doing a live and you're not mentioning the name of who's bringing the donations, it's kind of insulting to the group. So with that said, I just wanted to bring everybody up real quick. Let me say hi to everybody. Anthony, Vicky, Mom of One, good morning. Mama Red is here. Elaine, our bear maker, Elaine. AJ Andrews, what's up, brother? Gangster Granny, thank you, I appreciate that. AJ, I will give you a call. Awesome, I will definitely get in touch with you and Randy in a little bit. I am just getting moving. We had a power outage last night. I woke up 5:36 a.m. to 3 power trucks outside the camper, very loud. They're working. It woke me up. I came out here with the truck. People were trying to whip around this 90-degree turn, so I used my truck to help block traffic so they can get the job done faster. And I've been up ever since. So, so I'm just getting my shit together right now. I've got to get some more coffee, and I'm probably going to be on later. But I wanted to publicly address that before anybody gets a hot head or a big head, and they think they're above all these other live streamers and they can do it by themselves. I'm giving you advice. All that stuff that I just mentioned in this live, try to take notice to that, okay? Like I said, the action's out there. I'm not showing you the neighborhood right now, obviously, but the action when we turn our cameras on is out there, not here. What I look like, what I'm doing, what I'm saying really doesn't matter. If I'm reporting on what's going on, then you should listen. My opinion is like an asshole. Everybody's got one and they stink. My opinion sucks sometimes. Don't listen to me. Just be like, he's going crazy again. Shut up, Jay. Put the camera down and let us see what's going on. That's what we're supposed to be doing. All right? Interviews, talking to the public, chasing down public officials, going to board meetings. These things. This is what we're supposed to do. And that's productive. That's helping. Okay? Sitting there going, is this my good side? Is that my good side? No? Can you guys see the banner in the background? Can you see my shirt? Should I move my shirt out of the way? Can you see it? Yeah? You see what it says? That's my group. That's my group. Look, guys. And I'm doing that for a reason, because you pissed me off. Clout chasing. And it's a thing that new live streamers go through, because all of a sudden they see 300 people in their chat and they think they're a big deal. Let me give you a hint, okay? If this event goes away, if you're not there, if you're not doing something, the numbers aren't there. Unless you constantly are doing things like this, the numbers will go away. All that happiness and all that fame that you think you got will go away. So you either have to do it right, so people can't make fun of these things I'm saying right now, or it's not going to work out and you're going to go up and down real fast. I'm talking from experience, guys. And you guys know that. So I'm hoping the other streamers just heard what I said, because I never said anybody's name personally. And if you took offense to what I just did, then you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Okay? It's about the people of East Palestine. It's about the disaster relief that we're trying to generate for these people. If you guys have a personal problem out there that's watching this, the trolls or whatever, you have a personal problem with me, you know where I'll be on the 11th. I'll be in Hagerstown on Tuesday at the Walmart if you want to come and visit me. If you guys have a problem with what I'm doing, I'm more than happy to man-on-man settle it one-on-one. Or one-on-two, whatever. I feel froggy. So, otherwise, keep your mouth shut. You're just another asshole letting out gas. That's all you are. That's all you are. Unless you're out here helping, unless you're doing something for the American people, productive. I don't take anything you say serious. I don't care about any of the videos. If I'm still getting a couple here and there in my email box, do yourself a favor. Don't even waste the time. I don't click on the videos. I don't care who's trolling me. You know, it's actually good for my channel, because it's making people go that wouldn't normally know my name. They talk about me, and then people that are skeptic of that person that's spitting nothing but violence and spitting nothing but venom, they might not like that. They might be a church-going person and being like, who is this guy they're talking about? Let me look him up, Jersey J. They type Jersey J in the YouTube search, bam, they find me. And all of a sudden, I'm nothing like that guy's saying. So they can make their own judgment. People can judge on their own. But yes, keep making videos about me. Keep talking about me. I love it. I really do. You guys are free advertisement. The trolls out there, you guys are free advertisement. And I'm more than happy to take it. I mean, shit. Good, bad, or ugly, you're still talking about me. So, I love you guys too, man. I really do. And if we don't all stick together, like, guys, wait. Just wait. On the 11th, there might be a bigger surprise. There's someone coming. Hold on. It's in talks about someone driving a semi to deliver donations to Ohio. And this is somebody that I've wanted to talk to for a long time. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it right there. But it's somebody I've wanted to talk to for a bit. And thankfully, to this event, I'm going to have an opportunity. And I am hoping that it goes just as well as it's going in my head about how it's going to go. Because I believe the guy's got a good heart. I think he's got a good heart. And I think he could do nice things. I think he just has to get away from the drama aspect. And same with me. And that's why I'm not playing around with the drama aspect anymore. I don't care about the drama. If you're stirring up drama, you're taking attention off of the facts and the things that really matter, which is this event, which are other events we're going to be involved with. But yeah, I had to add the suspense. And like, the suspense is huge. It's huge. when this meeting happens of these two individuals, myself and this other one, you guys will be absolutely blown away. You will not expect this ever. Ever. I won't even touch on it. If you guys try to guess in the chat, I won't even emotionally or physically react to anything. I'm keeping this one a secret. But you're gonna freak out. You're gonna be like, there's no effing way these two are together helping each other right now. And if we can get along, me and this other person, then I think that everybody can get along. Because you guys have heard me talk about this individual quite a bit. Another thing. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm not going to threaten anybody because I'm above that now. I don't have to threaten anybody. I'm not going to stoop to other people's levels and try to make a video about me where I'm doing something like that. But I am going to say, when these events are going on in East Palestine, the police don't need to be there. The police don't need to be there because this community comes together so hard and so strong that if you mess up in that town, you might just not leave it. So they better get answers from the government, because if they don't, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a fight out there. Because these people are tough, man. The people of East Palestine are tough. They're tough individuals, and they deserve a lot of credit. Blue Moon, I can't speak on that. That's part of the suspense. That's part of the suspense. Every other guy out there, they can have all this other stuff going on. I'm going to have the biggest surprise. I guarantee it. I guarantee when that guy's truck rolls up with the load and we give each other a big old hug, you guys are going to be blown away. Blown away. And I'm telling you right now, if me and this other guy can get in touch with each other and we can get together and we can help each other, then anything is possible. But I will give you a hint. I will give you a hint. One little tiny hint. He's a truck driver. I know, I'm an asshole. Sorry. He's a truck driver. Yeah, it's going to be a good thing, guys. It's going to be a good thing. It's not, I don't think it's the truck driver you guys are thinking of, but he's going to be a truck driver. I am reaching out now as well. So now that I got a couple more people in here, I'm going to say it. I want you there. I want you there. I want you at these donation sites. I want you on the overpasses as the convoy of supplies is coming in. I want you out there on the streets of East Palestine if you feel safe. I'm not requesting that. I'm just saying if you feel safe, please come out and help support. We had a couple supporters come out there last time from the channel, and I had a blast with you guys. We went out to dinner. We were hanging out all day. Some of you hooked me up more than others. You know what you're saying. You know what I'm talking about. But you guys have been really good to me, and Jen, and I really want to appreciate it. And while I have the opportunity too, I did want to make a shout out to Jersey Jen. She's still in the camper, but I want to make a shout out to all the hard work she's doing behind the scenes and thank her. So hopefully when she watches this later, you know, she'll see it. But I want to thank her for behind the scenes. She's been really pushing on the Jersey Freedom Fighters to get groups together, and she's been doing this for about 2 weeks now. She's put together a group to get other groups to get in touch with each other. I mean, you have people that are in the town here and the town here, and they're both doing donation drives, and they don't even know each other exists until we get together and that we have somewhere for them to meet, and then they get together and they realize that they're next door to each other and they can help each other. So big shout out to Jersey Jen. She don't talk much when we're doing lives, and she doesn't, you know, really get active into moving things because of her back and neck problem. She's on disability. She can't. She wants to participate. She feels like she's not doing enough. It's very hard for her because she used to be able to help and she used to be able to do stuff. And now, you know, she moves a case of water the wrong way and she could throw her back out for the rest of her life. So it's not worth the risk. So we have to mitigate what she does. You know, she'll carry a blanket to somebody's car or try to help, but you know, she is limited in what she can do. So just for everybody at home that doesn't think that Jersey Jen is doing much, she's the one getting us to these places, driving. She helps behind the scenes take care of me when I'm running around streaming, always make sure I got food and coffee. Jersey Jen has been, you know, a very big motivating factor on trying to get this all done too. Because sometimes it gets hard, and you know, it's very difficult to deal with as a live streamer, an organizer, someone who's trying to help, as a supporter. So yeah, it is hard, and sometimes you want to give up, and sometimes you want to just take a day off. And you know, Jen's there to remind me that I can't give up. You know, my son's here to remind me I can't give up. So I just want to throw that out there too, that Jersey Jen has been a really big part of this. And when it goes to these events and things like that, I might be getting caught up in having to help people and do stuff, and people come out and they want to talk to me and Jen, and I can't. Sometimes I just don't have the time, and Jen will sit and she'll talk to them on my behalf, and I'll come in and talk later and whatever. But I feel bad when people come out and they want to see us and we don't have time sometimes. So, you know, I'll always make time for you guys. It's just a little, you know, it's difficult. Jersey Joey, he's awesome. He's in the house right now. He's probably still sleeping. The kid wakes up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. But he's all right. He's doing good. I've been getting to spend a lot of time with him and hanging out. And hopefully, you know, I can get these trips done, and then I'll end up coming back and hanging out with him again. But I try to hang out with him every weekend or every time I'm available to be up here. So it's not like me and his mother have this set schedule where I have every other weekend, or like, you know, specifically these days or hours. It is like anytime I want to, I can come walk in the door, see my kid. They offer me dinner. They offer me somewhere to stay. So it's not like, you know, it's a very bad situation. It's great. I get to spend extra time with my kid while I'm home right now. So his mom went on vacation, and I parked the camper right in his driveway. So all he has to do is walk next door, knock on the door, and be like, yo, let's play cards. Let's, you know, play video games, whatever. Shoot the bow. So that's what we're going to be doing. It's cold out here. It's been cold. It snowed, and did some like icy rain last night. Took down some trees and some branches. Luckily for me, my ex got the trees trimmed from the front yard that were falling apart, so I didn't have anything fall on the camper. Thank God, because I always do have to worry about where I park this thing. That's another thing. When we get to East Palestine next time, I am going to be dropping the trailer off before I roll into town, because it's just a little too much trying to navigate. I take up a lot of parking spaces with it, so I'm trying to mitigate the impact I have negatively on any event. So that might cause a little, you know, a little moving around. So I'm trying to just tighten everything up. My furnace is out. That's another thing. We'll go over the issues I've been having. The furnace is out completely, so I had to drop that off at the RV shop. You guys saw me do that. Still haven't gotten it back yet. What else? The generator that I bought is having a little trouble running off propane. So, excuse me. So I have to fix that. Then I went to use my buddy heater, and the buddy heater, the hose that goes from the big tank to the buddy heater, that's clogged. So I tried to blow it out 100 times with the airline, didn't work. And we resorted to running the generator all night with the electric heater running. And then the electric heater died. So we had to cut that idea. Then I went and got my, what the hell did I just use? My heat gun for construction. So I broke out my heat gun and pointed it towards us, and it's kept us warm. So that's what I'm working with currently. So issues going on, problems, but that's just part of the thing about living out here like that. So I'm able to have my freedom. I'm able to get around. I'm able to do what I kind of want to do and be where I want to be. But at the same time, being mobile, there's always issues. There's always things that go wrong. And it's expected. That's why I'm not upset about it. But the furnace is getting fixed right now. The generator's running better. I have a backup heater in storage I'm going to go grab today. And I'm going to return that hose from Walmart and get another hose. I think that clears that up. And then I have a kidney stone. So I woke up yesterday with a kidney stone. It feels like someone's stabbing me in the side back of my back. So I'm dealing with a kidney stone. What other things are going on that I could bitch about? I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is going well. But those are the little things I got going on that I've been dealing with. Yesterday was a rough day. I was just, oh my God. Oh. I almost killed my girlfriend. So I turned the propane on for the house because I was going to just light the stove to try to warm it up a little in the house and cook something, see if I could warm it up that way. And I forgot I took the heater out. So there was an open propane line just blowing gas into the camper while Jen was in there. I left. I turned the gas off because I realized it wasn't working. I'm like, it's not working, whatever. So I turned the gas off. Well, the line still had gas in it and it was pumping into the house. So I went inside to go get my kid breakfast and get him ready for school. And I hear an alarm going off. So I'm like, what the hell is that? I thought it was the power inverter, something. So I just let it go. Then I was like, you know what? Let me go check on that. So I come outside, I go out there, I open the door. It smells like propane in the camper. Jen's laying in bed, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? So I'm like, Jen, what was that noise? She's like, oh, the carbon monoxide detector went off. I had to reset it. I'm like, do you smell the propane? And she's like, nah. So I'm like, okay, well, open the door and get the hell out of the camper. When the carbon monoxide, CO3, when the carbon monoxide detector goes off, you got to get out of the building. So I almost accidentally took Jen out yesterday. But, yeah, so that's a mistake that won't happen again. In fact, after that, I closed the line up, went around the entire thing and tightened every line and re-thread taped and re-pipe doped everything I could. So now there's not going to be any leaks in this thing because that scared the crap out of me that could happen whenever. If somebody doesn't know that there's an open line in there and they come and turn the gas on, I mean, the whole thing could have blew up just from a spark of a cigarette. So I'm glad that it went the way it did. Nobody got hurt. Yeah, I know, but that was a dumb J move. I woke up and I wasn't fully awake. I had to run the kid to the bus stop. I was like, in and out, and that was a bonehead move. And we almost paid a very bad price for that. So that just reminds me, I got to be more careful and I got to pay more attention to shit. We got a lot on our plate right now, so it's hard. But yeah, I'm happy you guys are here. I know, Junior. Thanks. Yeah, we shouldn't word it like that because I didn't intentionally do that, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, they plugged in the heaters. And you know what? It gooped the heater up, too. Like, the heater, I have to blow that out. So I had to blow out the heater to get that to work. And then I filled up the tanks. I have an adapter for the big tank to fill the little tanks. So I fill the little tanks, but when you fill them, they're not the refillable tanks. They're just like, the propane tanks, the green ones you buy at the store, the little guys. But you can refill them. But when you refill them off the big tank, it only refills it about halfway. So you get about an hour and a half, 2 hours of fuel, and then you got to change it out. Well, another bonehead move I did this morning. Apparently, I didn't tighten the joint of the coupling for that this morning incredibly tight because one way spins into the propane tank one way, and then the other little tank goes the other way, right? So when you tighten one, it loosens the other. My problem was when I tightened it, my hands were so cold from being outside that I didn't know if I had a knife grip on it. So I flip it over, I turn the gas on, it fills up as much as it can, and then it starts shooting out. And if you know anything about propane, that liquid, when it's dispersed quickly, it creates very, very cold temperatures. So it was making ice. It's basically the consistency of liquid nitrogen, and I touched it. I had my hand in the stream, and these two fingers, I got that spot already going. Who knows? But they are numb, no feeling in the fingers. And that was another bonehead move I did. That was this morning. So I've given up on doing most stuff today. I did get frozen, and I did get a burn blister, a freeze burn on my finger from that. But I was able to disconnect it before anything bad happened because propane was shooting. So I'm going to take a break today and not do shit because I'm tired of messing up. So I'm going to go get coffee and something to eat. And then try to just keep a low profile today. But I had to get on and say some of these things. And I wanted to give you guys an update. So if you're showing up as a streamer, any kind of streamer, good or bad, just know that I'm critiquing. I'm critiquing on how you're streaming. And if it's not portraying the event, the group, or the people in the right light, I'm gonna say something about it. And just remember that if you're in these other channels and you got this big head right now because you're doing something nice and you're getting a big head about doing something nice because you see all the attention that you're getting, you better calm down because it's going to impact a lot. So just try not to let this clout thing get to your heads. It's not you, it's the people out there that are making it possible. They're the ones that donated. They're the ones that put it together. They're the ones that came together. If you're the entity driving it there, you are just you're just an entity driving it there. But yeah, don't do the clout thing around me because I'm calling it out from now on. And like I said, if you guys are doing that kind of stuff and you're gonna have a troll problem soon, I have nothing to do with it anymore. I can't control the trolls anymore. That's off of my plate. I have enough going on right now. If you're dealing with trolls, welcome to live streaming. Doesn't matter what I do, they're gonna come anyway. But yeah, welcome to live streaming. I had to go through it. Everyone had to go through it. We all had to battle trolls. We all had to get our feelings hurt. We all had to be told we're grifters. We all had to be told we're everything in the book. So if your feelings can't handle that and you don't like people opposing you and you just want an echo chamber of people telling you you're doing a good job, it's not going to work out. You're going to have haters and you're going to have to explain to the haters why you're doing what you're doing. Or you're not. Or you don't have to answer them. I don't give a shit what they say. I don't have an answer for any of them. Why am I doing this? Because I want to. But the trolls, yeah, they're fun sometimes. They're good target practice. Striker's in the room. Who else we got in here? I just missed a bunch of them. Riddle, yeah. I almost did a boo-boo this morning or yesterday morning. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not trying to get into any of these battles with anybody online. I don't really give a crap what anybody says about me or the movement or nothing. I mean, if they're saying something bad about people helping people, that speaks volumes about that person. I don't have to say anything you guys can't figure out on your own. So I don't worry about it. The things I do worry about are the people of Ohio, the donation drives, getting there and things like that. So that's what I worry about. But yeah, man, I mean, Canada might be possibly coming with a drive. So this is great. Terry, thank you so much. We're doing all right. We're afloat right now. We're afloat. Like, we got everything we pretty much need. I got the food. We got the generator going, so that way we have power and heat and things like that when we're on the road. For anyone that's done traveling on a vacation in a camper, you go out for a week, you live in a camper, you realize how much trouble it is to live out of a camper, and then you go home. Well, we live in this thing 24/7 and we travel 24/7, so things are going to happen and it's going to be rough. So we are going to go through trials and tribulations. We are going to have issues, and as they pop up, I'll take care of them. But as of right now, everything seems to be going all right. I just want to make sure that we still get the news out about what's going on. So yeah, there are a lot of things in the work right now. We have a meeting coming up this week. I'm going to do that meeting and then hammer out all the details. I'm going to tell you guys where I'm going to set up donation sites, or the group's going to set up donation sites. I might set one up personally. I'm not sure yet. Yes, Pennsylvania also needs donations, guys, as Terry was just saying. And we are in touch with organizations from there. Jen and I have been in the background reaching out to almost every little group that's out there trying to do something positive for their community. So we've reached out to all of them. They know who Americans for America are. They've seen what we did at the last event. They're very hopeful and they're looking forward to working with us. So, before anybody else goes out there and tries to steal credit for bringing people together and bringing these groups together, I just want to let you know where that idea came from. And I'm doing that on purpose because other people are out there trying to steal credit for it, and it is not their idea. It is not. And I have a bunch of witnesses that can tell you that idea came straight from my mouth into that meeting the other night. And anyone trying to run with that, it's nice. It's nice that you're trying to bring those groups together. But keep in mind, we've contacted those groups already, and they're already working with us. If your group would like to work with us, just like those other groups are, feel free to contact us. If you're a group out there trying to do the same thing we're doing, we're now butting heads. We're now going to fight with each other because you're trying to steal credit for something that's supposed to be just a good-hearted thing. And that's not nice in my opinion. So if those people start to have more issues going on, I'm not going to say it's because what they're doing or anything like that, but maybe you should modify how you're approaching this thing. All right, and maybe you should equip yourself. You guys need to equip yourself with the right PPE if you go back up there to East Palestine. If you try to hijack people from the group, I look down upon that. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to whatever I get involved with. So I don't jump ship. I'm involved 100% now with Americans for America. So I'm not leaving that group because another group wants me to promote for their group. I'm not doing that. I'm promoting for this group because we're doing the right thing. I'm part of the organization, and I'm going to help promote this group. I'll help promote other groups out there if they're in it for the right reasons. If I'm speaking with organization, it's an I, me, look at us. That conversation's not going to go well. Anyone out there clout chasing, like I said, I'm just going to erase you from whatever thing that we're doing. And that's really directed at the streamers themselves. And there's streamers and I'm saying that because there's people that are going to want to come. And I'm just letting you know that if you're clout chasing, I'm going to do an entire live video on what you're doing. You will bring the attention to yourself. And with the following I have, it's not good for you. I just want to throw it out there. Just don't try to rub me the wrong way. If you're doing something wrong and I'm bringing it out there and I'm addressing it to you, take note of it, because I'm not perfect. I'm making adjustments, and I'm only asking and suggesting that you do the same. If you think I'm talking about you right now, I am. I'm talking about you. If you feel offended by what I'm saying, good. You should be offended. I don't take back anything I say. And if you're getting offended by it and you got words for me, you know where I'm at. So, there's not one person in this freedom movement in the world. There's not one man, beast, or machine that I'm afraid of. And I'll die because of it one day. Who cares? But no one's going to threaten me. No one's going to intimidate me. No one's going to beat me up. No one's going to do none of this shit. Because if you were gonna, you had a whole year. I'm on live all the time. You see the roads I'm on. You don't like me? Come find me. Do it. But you're not going to stop me from pushing to get these people in this country back together. Nothing's going to stop me. They could take my channel down and I'll have another channel. They can arrest me. I'll get bailed out and go do it again the next day. I'll do it from their parking lot. So that's how persistent I am. That's how motivated I am. So for the naysayers, the haters, all these little people out there who think they have a voice. You're spinning the opposite of what the rest of the country's saying. The rest of the country's saying we're in trouble. We need help. We're saying we're going to come help you because you're in trouble. And then you got the assholes out there going, they're jerk-offs for going to help those people. You're a minority. You're a speck of shit on the bottom of my shoe. I don't care what you say. I care about what the rest of the people are saying, the good things, the positivity that they're putting out there. There's 100 people pushing positivity. There's one of you. That's what the odds are. So that one person, I'm not sorry when I say, you can kiss my ass. If you don't like what we're doing and you have a problem with it, like I said, I'm always out here. You know where I'm at. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not threatening to beat nobody up. You want to have a conversation? Let's have a conversation. You want to get violent? I'll get violent. I identify as a threat. So come with it. And I've done this several times and still nobody shows up. Nobody gets in my face, does anything. So, still waiting. I'm patient. Still waiting. Still waiting. And that's an invitation too. That's an invitation. So, I've been out there for a very long time. You guys see me in the middle of Manhattan. I don't see no Antifa coming out to beat me up. I don't see none of that. Where are they? Where is everybody? Come on and try to do something in Ohio. Like I said, the cops aren't around. Come try to do it. There's things that are called signal jammers. If you roll up on your live and you're talking shit, your live might just go out real quick. And then you wake up in a hospital bed. Because the people of Ohio, they don't give a shit what you have going on in your life. If you're trashing them and you're trying to bring negative attention to that town's going to take care of you. I don't have to do nothing. All them people are ready for this shit. They're all ready. They're already pissed off. They're already being mad. They already feel unsafe. If you come bringing your negativity out there, you should feel unsafe. Absolutely. That train goes by at 40 miles an hour and people fall down all the time on the tracks. Got to watch your step. Not one person, though. Not one person is going to take us out. You're going to need an army to take out the people trying to help this country. Because there's millions of us. And you guys are just starting. You guys are just starting to come out. You're just starting to do it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the help. I appreciate all the support that's going on. But I won't support the clout chase. And that's a lot of people. That's people that aren't even involved with this movement. That's people home, sitting in their little office with their dramatic camera angles, looking for clout. You're talking shit about us getting donations for the people of Ohio. You're talking shit about that. You're calling us grifters while you sit there and make super chats and donations off of talking shit about us. In my mind, that's worse than a grifter. That's worse than a grifter. What's that? Yeah, Stryker, they're trying to buy him out already. You guys see those videos? They're trying to buy these people out. They're saying, come at us with a number. What number do you put on your livelihood? What number do you put on your memories? What number do you put on your father's things you have to throw away because they can't be cleaned? What do you do when you invest every bit of your money building the home of your dreams or the business of your dreams, and a company comes along and says, you have to move. We're only going to give you this much money. Good luck. Go find a new place to work. Go find a new place to start your business. Oh, and by the way, if you start your business somewhere else, somebody's already established in that area, you're going to fail. That's why your business worked where you were. So the government doesn't give a shit. They don't care about you, and they're proving it every single day that they goes by, and the people of East Palestine are suffering. Every single day. And let's not forget, guys, there's other things going on in the country. There's tornadoes going on. There's semi-trucks spilling over hydrochloric acid and propane and all these other chemicals and gases all over the country. They're still happening every day. And the media wants to put stories up about adopting puppies, or a narrative that they're trying to spin. Oh, this police officer arrested all these people with this drug bust. That's great. Where's the stories about our American citizens being poisoned in their backyards? Why isn't that story the top story? Why isn't that an hour of the programming? Why is it 5 minutes of that story and the rest of it's bullshit? Filler. It's a filler. East Palestine's a filler in the news. They don't use a whole half hour to talk about that and break it down. Where are the scientific answers for what happened? What chemicals are there? It wasn't just hydrochloride or vinyl chloride. It wasn't just that. There's other chemicals that being released. There's some chemicals that they didn't even know what were in that on the train. They're known chemicals and there's unknown chemicals. So I don't understand it. Why are we not having answers, and why are they moving chemicals they don't know what's on them in the trains? Why are they moving that? And where is it going, and what is it for? If you don't know what the chemical is and you're transporting it, why are you transporting it? That should be a question. Where is it going? What's it for? If you don't know what the chemical is, why is it on your train? Yeah, 113 billion to Ukraine, and we can't come up with the money to fix this people's lives. Well, Stryker, I was talking about several different people. But it's not useful to say their name because that's part of the clout. That's part of what they want. That's what the trolls get off on. Like, that one fat guy that drives the van, right? That goes around screaming stuff. That doesn't make any sense. That guy right there, I know where he's going to be tomorrow. I know where he is right now. I know where he's going to be in a week. I know where he's going to be in a couple days. And I'm talking about, here's some of the locations. Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia Beach. I know where you're going to be. I'm going to be on the road. If you turn your live on and you show me where you are, I'm going to come there. I want to stream too. I want to talk. You had a lot to say when you were across the country. I'd like to hear it. These are some of the things I'm going to be doing though, guys. I'm not sitting idle anymore. Me sitting in New Jersey right now is driving me batshit crazy. I need to get out and I need to do more. So we're leaving like Tuesday. I'll be out Tuesday. I'll be down, hopefully south, as far as I can get. And I think I could reach Virginia Beach. So Tuesday, yeah, we should be heading down south. And I'm coming out. And there's going to be new technology being used to counteract the counter protesters and the trolls. So Stryker, I'm going to reach out. You'll know where I'm at by the end of the day. Yep. That's important. Yolanda, our YouTube sucks. Yeah. That's important. People dressed up as the Cookie Monster. Let's talk about false accusations on a police officer or something. Let's talk about everything we can to distract the American public from what's actually going on out here. But I need your guys' help. I do. I need your guys' help. This is the way that the message gets out. The streamers, online, social media, sharing the content. This is how the word gets out. The mainstream media, I've talked to them. They didn't do a story. That's on them. But Dom got the video of me talking to the ABC guy. So it happened. That conversation happened. They are very aware of what's going on and what's going to happen. So ABC News, shame on you for not reaching out. Still hasn't reached out. Shame on you. Obviously, you only care about chaos, drama, bullshit, You don't want to put the truth. You don't want to put people helping people on your channel. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to spread that message? That message will spread faster on your channel than the bullshit, because everyone's tired of the bullshit. Yeah, that's it. Striker, they were parked up. They did a couple stories over there while we were there. But no one walked into that donation site while we were in there and asked anybody anything. I know. Whatever I said everything right. I said everything right to that guy. And I told him, I said, because I'm telling you all this and because I'm letting you know that good things are happening, I said, I expect the media to get involved because I'm part of a group that blasts you guys every day for not taking responsibility about putting the correct information out. I said, right now, you guys are the enemy. If anything, if I were you guys, I'd be trying to save face. And I would show up and do the interviews with these people and get their stories and actually publicize it. Put it on the fucking news. Stop hiding all these people's stories. What they'll do is they'll get the worst representative for that area. The worst person you can find. The guy that sits in his house and drinks a handle of vodka a day. And they'll ask that guy, well, sir, what do you think about this? And he'll be like, well, I was like, I woke up, man, I had a lot of problems. And now I got way more problems. They're going to come up with the worst representative to talk to. They do it every time. So when somebody articulates their words and someone sounds smart and educated, they don't want to put those people on because you might believe it. But when you see that guy, the one that's like the guy that is, they call him like Goat Man, okay? He's hiding in the woods in a shed. They find this guy getting liquor and they're like, yo, drunk dude over here with 4 teeth. Do you want to come on the news and tell everybody what's going on? In your crazy, fucked up opinion? That's what they do. They don't go for the right people. They don't. They don't go for the right. They don't want to interview people that know what they're talking about. They don't want to talk to the organizers because they're spreading hope. They're spreading good things. They don't want to do that. Why would they do that? The media's job is to create chaos, to keep people divided, to take orders from the big man. This is what you're going to do. This is the narrative we're pushing. Guys, the truth came out. Elon Musk bought Twitter, and the truth came out. Truth came out already. Twitter was suppressing us. The same way YouTube does, the same way Facebook does. When the fuck are they getting in trouble for it? When? They were told by the FBI to suppress information, to not put that up, deem it misinformation. But it was right. Now they're facts. Now it's facts. When we said the vax wouldn't work, right? And it wouldn't stop transmission, it didn't. And how long did they wait to tell us? Till everybody's heads were turned on the war going on in Ukraine. Now they're coming out with facts. Now they're dosing us. Don't put the news out on a fucking Saturday morning at 6 a.m. when no one's watching. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that this isn't the reality that we live in. They don't want us to know. They don't want you to know the facts, guys, because if you all had to go through that for 3 years and now they're coming out and saying, oops, we made a mistake, they know you're going to be pissed. And they don't want everybody jumping down their throat at the same time. Class action lawsuits against the government and companies that made this stuff. They don't want that, right? So how do we do it? We keep your idiot minds busy watching a war in Ukraine, looking up at the sky for fucking balloons and UFOs. We're all distracted. Oh, they came out with a new video game. Good. So everybody 14 to 25 years old is stuck at the house playing video games. That's the generation that's supposed to be out here fighting with us. They got them zombies to a screen. The metaverse. The metaverse. Guys, I can't even tell you how mad I am about virtual reality. They're stealing our children's minds. They're making it more pleasurable to live in a fake reality than their own. So what do? They give up on their own reality and live in the fake one. The only thing they got to do is come back to reality to eat shit and sleep. That's it. And they're infesting our kids' minds. They're already in there. The advertisements are there. The politics are there. The grooming is there. It's all online. It's all in this VR shit. And you got kids running around 12 hours a fucking day with a VR headset on, completely ignoring their parents, completely ignoring responsibilities, completely ignoring anything, any kind of accountability. And then what do? They go and get jobs. And they're at their job all day pissed off because they can't be on their VR. So what do you get? Shitty service. And they continue to give the shitty service because no one wants to work. And this idiot that usually spends 12 hours a day on a VR is now making your coffee. And they don't want to be there. So the coffee's going to be wrong. And we can't fire the guy who makes the wrong coffee because no one else wants to take his position. So what are we left with? Subpar people out there getting jobs. And this generation right now that's growing up, FUBAR. FUBAR. That's all I got to say. FUBAR. And my kid's in that generation. I'll talk shit about that kid's generation because I should. It's whacked. It's whacked, man. It is. It's whacked. There's no responsibility. These kids don't want to do anything. They want to sit home all day and play video games. They don't give a shit. Or, my favorite thing is children watching grown adults play video games. You heard that. Children watching grown adults on YouTube play video games with full disgusting language, talking sexual, all of that. And these kids have access to these videos. And the parents allow it. Exactly. My kid said something disrespectful the other day to his grandmother while I was here. VR got taken. Everything got taken away. Forget it. I'm here now. Nothing gets back. You don't get nothing back until I see a change. And a change isn't 5 minutes later. Oops, I'm sorry. That's not a change. A manipulating behavior or abusive behavior doesn't change in 5 minutes. So no, daddy doesn't buy the bullshit. You fucked up. You get your stuff taken away. Now, because he did something yesterday that pissed me off, I'm going to go make him hit the heavy bag for an hour. So he's going to have to go outside, and it's going to be cold out here in his bag in his shed, and we're going to go hit the heavy bag for an hour until maybe he learns that he can't be disrespectful to the people that are trying to help him. And agree or not, I don't care. I don't strike my kid. I don't emotionally abuse my children. Nothing. So the way I deal with it is he has to do some hard hitting the bag. You got frustration, you don't like what's going on, go hit the bag. That's it. Well, I'm not letting my kid grow up some kind of like self-entitled, everything's your fault, not mine. You need to change, not me. You have a problem, I don't. None of that shit. My kid's going to accept accountability. He's going to take care of his responsibilities. And I want him to be nothing more than better than what I was. I want him to be a better person, a harder worker, a smarter individual. That's all I could ask. But it's not going to get there by encouraging him to sit home and do nothing all day, or enabling him to lay around and do nothing. I told him, he's 14. Guess what? Your ass is getting a job this summer, and it's not with daddy. I'm going to get him a job with a guy that's going to ride his ass and make him work. Because I don't know what happened, but this kid needs to learn a lot. And I love my son, so I don't want him to grow up and have the same struggles I did. So I refuse to let that happen. If I can be involved and change that, I absolutely will. But I won't sit idle by and hope for the best. Because it's nice to hope. It's good to have faith. But when it boils down to brass tacks, when it boils down to it, that's all it is a hope and a wish. It takes action to do things. It takes action to get things done. So, what's that? Yeah. So you gotta. These kids have no. They didn't grow up like we did. I know what crowd I'm talking to right now. You guys grew up with respect. You had to give it to get it. You don't walk into somewhere and automatically get respect unless you have some reputation that that gets there before you. Unless that's the deal. Like if you're Hulk Hogan or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have some like big rep that you are what you say you are and people know already, then I guess it works. But otherwise, you're working. You're working your ass off to get that respect. You're working to keep that respect. It's not just given, it's earned. I tell my son all the time, I said, people ask me to do a lot of stuff, and it's because they can trust me to get it done. They can rely on me. And I'm faithful and I'm loyal. So if you get me in your group, you got me for life. If you get on my bad side, it'll be the worst time of your life. It's just that easy. I'm one way or the other. That's it. But right now, I'm in full go mode. I flip the switch. I'm on. I'll turn the off button off when I'm done with this next event. But me and Jen are going to be staying on the road. We're going to be do 3 weeks out, 1 week back. 3 weeks out, 1 week back. So we're going out after this delivery in East Palestine on the 11th. Me and Jen will be going and checking out some storm damage from the latest storm. I'm not going to release too many details on that until I know exactly what we can get involved with and who we can help. But as long, along with A4A, me and Jennifer still have a plan to go and help other people. And there are other things going on right now in the world and in our country that are happening that are being overshadowed by other things. So the people of Ohio and EP, they need help still, and there's a lot of organizations doing that, and hopefully from Americans for America Foundation, we can bring those groups together like we planned on doing Wednesday night when I brought that up. And I'm going to say it that way because of one specific reason, and that's it. I hope it gets to you because you pissed me off with that one. But like I said, we are out here trying to help each other. And the groups that are out there trying to make a name for themselves or to grow their business, because if you're a donation site and you're a 501c, there should be a record of you putting the money that you receive from your donations and things like that. You should have a record of that money going to a donation site or going to help people or something like that. So I'm going to want to see receipts now, and I'm going to ask that my other friends, they bring that up because we want to see the receipts to where your donations are going to. We did that. Americans for America showed you guys how much we had in the Cash App. We drained the Cash App. The Cash App does charge fees to transfer, so we had to do that. Other than that, that's it. You guys' money went right into the people of East Palestine's hands. For me, myself, I didn't take a bottle of water. I didn't take one single dime. I didn't take gas money. I didn't take anything from this group or any other group involved with this. If I get hungry, the people out here, the supporters that are helping Jen and I, you guys got our back. I don't think I had to shell out money 3 times when we were just out there because everyone wanted to help us out and take us out to dinner and this and that. And I appreciate it. I love it. It's very overwhelming sometimes because we don't really get a break, but yeah, I love it. It's great. I get to eat good. I get to spend quality time with people that have been supporting our channel. And like Stryker, that dinner was great the other day. I can't believe we had that wait line, but it was well worth it. It was well worth it. The food was amazing. We went out, Stryker in the kitchen, and all these other people. We all went out together. I know. I love you too, bud. I miss you guys already. Kim Yo's in the room. Hi, Kim Yo. Stryker, dude, I tried everything I could to get us a seat faster, too. I'm like trying to bribe the maitre d'. I'm like, yo, man, listen. How much is it going to cost to get these people seated? I'm cracking jokes, trying to get them like on a better mood to try to get us out of the lobby because we're literally taking the whole lobby of us. I don't know how many of us were there. It was like 10 or 12 or something. But it was a good time. It was funny as hell too. We had a great time that night. Actually, every night we all hang out. When the Freedom Family's together, man, I can't even explain how fun it is and the better feeling and the motivation that you get and everything. I mean, everything's just better when we're all together. 11, that's right. I forgot about that. 11. You got seating for 11 right now? No reservation? We'll just come through the door? Is that cool? No? Oh, you don't? What the hell? What do you mean you don't have seating for 11 people? But it worked out. They were great to us. Those the staff there was really, they were amazing. The waiter, he was cool. Yeah, they were cool. There's a lot of nice people we meet on the road, man. I'll tell you. I was just bitching about it last night. I went to that bagel place or whatever yesterday or the day before to drop off the heater, and my sandwich tasted bad, and I said something like, hey, the mayo doesn't taste right. The guy gave me shit about it. I'm like, if I were in any other state, Maryland, Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, any of the other states I was just in, it was the exact opposite. It was almost like if I said, I don't know, this doesn't taste right, they would have given me a free sandwich. They would have, whatever. They would have hooked it up because it was the restaurant's fault for not satisfying my taste buds, I guess. And there was something wrong with the mayo. Jen said it. I said it. It's not, we have mayonnaise all the time. And I know when it tastes bad. But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. New Jersey sucks for customer service. Sucks for waitstaff. Sucks for business owners. Everyone out here has a bad attitude. Their governor is screwing them. And a lot of people are closing up shop and getting out of the game, man. They don't even want nothing to do with it anymore. If they haven't been established for 15, 20 years, they're ending their business. I've watched businesses open and close in the same location. 2 businesses in the same year. They remodeled the building, moved in, opened up, failed. Another people came in, remodeled the building again, reopened it, failed. There's no help for these people out here. If you're not established and part of a staple of a community, and you try to start a new business in that community while everything's failing in the economy, it's going to be very hard. I'm not saying you can't do it, it's just extremely hard. And I watch all these businesses change names. Every time I come back up north, I look at all the businesses, I'm like, that was a Quick Check, now it's a Wawa. Oh, that was a Dunkin', now it's a Roy Rogers. Oh, they closed that Arby's and put up a bowling alley? What? Who makes bowling alleys still? But anyway, I'm running out of shit now. I'm just rambling. So I'm going to get off. I wanted to catch up with you guys and let you know the feelings I had about what the other streamers have been doing. An aspect of, if you're out at one of our events and you're promoting for the event and you say the name of your organization, let's say 100 times, to one time of saying the actual organization that put it together, you're trying to steal credit. There's no other way around it. I'm calling you out on it. And if you're doing it and you're recognizing that's something that you might be doing, stop doing it. It's going to be very detrimental to your channel. It's going to be detrimental to your mental health. It's going to be detrimental to your association with the other groups. Because there's people out there that have more control over the social media thing than you do. And keep that in mind. Because people get canceled every day. And if we want a group to disappear, we can make that happen. There's plenty of outlets to have that happen on. So be in it for the right reasons. This is the only warning. I'm giving a warning because I don't like people chasing clout. I don't like people stealing credit for the hard work that other people did. Okay. Yes. So this is what I'm trying to describe. If you show up to an event and you go live, and you're part of another organization, right? You usually work with another organization or whatever, and you're wearing the other organization's shirts, and you're standing in front of the other organization's sign, and you're talking about that organization, and you don't bring up Americans for America, and you're telling people, look what we brought up here, look what we did, and you're not mentioning the original group that you supported. You didn't do all that. You didn't put those donations together. You didn't make those contacts. You called. Our group called these people and put that together. Then another group comes in and tries to take credit for it. I won't let it happen. So if it doesn't change, and that format that they're running right now, where they're trying to self-promote and get their organization off the ground so they can make money at events, I don't support that. If you're in it for the right reasons, every dollar you should get for your group should go into the donations for East Palestine. Every dollar. Every dollar. Sorry. If your group wants to support, then support. Don't go there and make a bunch of money and try to use it at your event next time. It's not for your event. It's for the people of East Palestine. That's why people are donating to you. And we want to see receipts, because if there's any money that's been spent on anything other than donations or non-profit reasons, we are going to call it out, and we're going to make sure we do our due diligence to shut down that group. If you're misusing funds and you're going out and buying brand new cars for your kid, or you're buying a brand new house, or we're seeing the money that you're getting for these donation sites go towards you in your pocket. If you're out there buying brand new clothes and you just got your hair did, all that shit, we know where that money's going. You don't have to say anything. If you're broke before the event and all of a sudden now you have $2,000 to spend, we know you made that money off the event. And people are dumb and they go out and they show everybody that they did that. So either 100% transparency, we see your Cash App, we see your PayPal, we get a picture of it, we get an updated thing, we get an update on it, you know. We now have $582 in our Cash App. We now have $622 in our Cash App. We now have $745 in our Cash App. We want to be updated all the time. If it goes from $745 back down to $625, guess what? You fucked up. You spent money on something because you're not supposed to spend that money until you get all the donations together. That's how we operate. That's how everything has been going, to have full transparency. Now, if you're paying people for gas to drive something like a truck, make sure that the people at home know that they're going to be paying for that gas. You have to separate and break everything down. You're not allowed to just take a bunch of money and then you decide what you're doing with it. That's not how it works. People are donating money for East Palestine and the Ohio residents. If they're giving you money for gas, make sure they make that in the description, in the Cash App and the PayPal. You can write a little note. Make sure you write that to these people, because there's a way that you can get into Cash App and you can see everybody's donations and what they said. So we like to see that too. We want to see, this is $400 for East Palestine. Okay, so if you spent that $400 on you and you said it was for you, you're a liar and you're a grifter. That makes a grifter. That's a grifter. Okay, a swindler, a small-time scammer. That's what that is, a scam. We're saying, do not donate money to us for Americans for America, but you may donate money to us if you want to help us on the road. We're not saying donate money to Americans for America and we're using it to help us on the road. We're not doing that. And the best part is with our phone, we've been taking screenshots of every donation, who it's from, so we can make personalized thank you letters when it's time. We've been doing that. We've been keeping a running count for Americans for America, so we know exactly how much money is being donated, where it's going, because they do have to pay for fuel for the trucks. They do have to pay for tolls. Anything that is associated with getting those supplies to the donation site from the donation drop-off. Anything like that obviously is going to be part of the donation site. But I don't take money from Americans for America to use for my gas. I don't take water. I don't take food. Now, if one of the organizers says, I'm going to buy us lunch, and they buy pizza, I will eat the pizza. Sometimes I won't, but most of the time I'll eat the food that they buy. I'll drink the coffee that they get. I do it. I'll buy people stuff too. I'll pay for gas. I'll pay for whatever. While we were on the road, donations that we were getting went into Americans for America. So people donated us, someone donated $200. I was like, way too much money. I have gas, I have what I need, some cigarettes and food. I'm not rich. I have like a couple $100. I donated $150 because I think I didn't want to show up without anything. I'm not there to make money. I'm there to live and help donate and help with my time. That's all we're there for. So I'm not there to make Oreo money. I'm not there to make Wizzy money. I'm not there to make, Taco Joe money. These guys make $10,000 in like 2 weeks off an event. I'm lucky if I break $1,000. So sometimes we get real lucky and I'll meet up with subscribers and they surprise me with a nice donation. And that goes towards things like buying the generator that's absolutely needed to be on the road with this camper. So my buddy Jimmers gave me $500. He said, use this to keep heat on, power, whatever you need. So I bought a generator. That wasn't a grift. I bought what he told me I should be buying with the money he gave me. So everything I do goes back into this project. Everything I buy and I invest in goes back to me and Jen getting to these locations and getting the story out to you guys and helping out, setting up donation sites. Every dollar that I have goes back into this project. So I can't back out. I can't fail. If I fail, I feel like I'm failing everybody. So, oh, Squirrel, what's up, dude? There's not much left to restream. I'm just saying no, okay? So I've said it before, and now that it's out there, I just want everybody to know. If you're clout chasing, if you're out here trying to self-promote, if you're out here for vanity, I'm not supporting you. And you know who you are. And if you feel offended, you should be offended. And I don't feel bad about offending you. Because we've all tried to tell you nicely, and now it's going to come out to where this is what's happening. And I'm not stopping it. So if anybody feels like another person is doing anything like that, trying to steal credit, trying to make it about themselves, forgetting to bring up the people who got them their start, who built their channel for them. If you forget about things like that, you don't have our protection anymore. You don't have my protection anymore. You call me and tell me, well, the trolls are bothering me. Fucking deal with it. We all had to. In order to get 6,700 subs, I had to go through fucking hell and back. And you don't get a pass because you got a pretty face. You don't get a pass because you drive a truck. You don't get a pass because you did something important. If you're out there doing the wrong thing, I'm going to call you out on it. And that's all it is. So with that said, I'm going to get off. I want to go see what Ninja's up to. I think that's what we should do. Let's go see what Ninja's up to. I think Ninja's onto a big story there. So. Yeah. A banner on the bottom of their screen. Yeah, that's for like StreamYard and all that other crap. There's a link in my description if anybody wants to send donations to Americans for America. The Cash App link is in my description of the video. Americans for America with the $sign for Cash App. That's the temporary site up right now. The accountant and the attorneys and the leadership are all working on getting the 5013C up. The website for Americans for America is going to be coming up. If anyone is, if anyone thinks they can help with things like that, and you have, not like, everything's pretty set up, but like the website, things like that. If you're experienced with things like that and you can help out with the website and you know how to build or whatever, shoot me an email, jerseyj2022@gmail.com. Because we're trying to develop everything quickly and we're running out of resources. So, oh yeah, the CPAC, yeah. You know what I've realized, Stryker? The State of the Union, or what is that? Yeah, State of the Union. So you know what I've realized from all those things? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all just talking to keep us occupied, to make us think that the government's going to help us. It's all bullshit. I won't even watch it. Because 99.9% of the shit they say, they won't back up, they won't do, and it'll just be made to create more chaos and problems in this country. So I won't watch it. I won't. It's garbage. Garbage. Anything that comes out of a politician's mouth, garbage. I don't believe it anymore. I will not believe it until I see one of these assholes drink the water from East Palestine. Or go live in that town next to Ground Zero for 2 months. If I see a politician going and suffering with the people, going out there and finding firsthand what's going on, okay, I might consider listening. I might not believe it. I'll listen. You'll earn some respect. But don't you dare get up on a stage coming from your Mercedes-Benz that you just left your mansion in with your private security and tell me how to fucking live my life. And tell me about all the ways you guys are helping us. Save it. We don't believe it anymore. None of us believe it anymore. You're all liars. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right or the middle. You're all fucking liars. You're all the same bird. You could be on the left wing or the right wing. You're the same bird. You're still on the same bird. You're still all screwing us. You're still, all of you, all of them, all of the politicians, all of them, they're all screwing you. Because the good ones out there, they can't get their voice out. So it doesn't matter what the good ones do. The rest of them are screwing us, and the good ones are letting them. Hey, man, we could sit home. We could bitch about it. We could complain about it, and nothing's going to change. Or we can start getting ready. Just saying. We could start getting ready. Time might be almost here. We need to do something different, guys. Let me see what I got in here. I'm missing a lot of text, guys. I'm sorry. I just keep going through. Oh, shit. Poor B's been out there prospecting. He's probably beat. Yeah, Stryker. It's all BS. Everyone knows it now, guys. What have you seen on the news? Remember when all these guys are rallying for people's support? Biden, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, your governor. I'm going to fix this, and we're going to battle drugs and crime in the communities. Anyone have results from those guys? Anyone? Anyone? Do you guys have any results in your communities from these guys saying they're going to battle crime? Stryker, absolutely. What do you think they do with this shit after they confiscate it from drug dealers? What do you think they do with it? They burn it? You really think they burn it? You really think burning 85 tons of crack cocaine is a good thing? Do you really think they burn it? You think they burn all that pot that they confiscate and they don't keep it in barrels and put it back on the street? You guys don't think that? How do they generate money in this country? Fighting drugs, fighting crime, right? That's how we fund the police department. Well, if crime and drugs went away, there wouldn't be a need for a police department. That means the people would have to police themselves, and we would show the government that we don't need the police department. But if the police department's not there to control us, then how do they make us do what they want? Right? Am I going like tinfoil hat style right now? Just wondering. Because Stryker put up a good point. There are absolutely more of us than them. Absolutely. You notice how the cops act when there's 100 people versus 5 cops? When when the things switched, right? When everything switched and there's 100 cops versus 5 people, those 5 people are trampled, taken down, boom, right? But when you have 100 angry people and 5 cops, what are the cops doing? They're all fucking gathered in the corner away from everybody. They're not trying to be violent. They're not trying to do nothing bad. They're not trying to do none of that shit, right? Well, if we do that everywhere we go and we keep reminding these motherfuckers that they work for us and we run the show and not them, we make the rules, we have constitutional rights, we have human rights. We have God-given rights. Who are these people to step on those? All I know is when I look at my phone, I still got to pay my own bills. I got to still take care of my own responsibilities and look out for my own health. The only time the government steps in is when they want answers for stuff. Or they want me to fill out paperwork to know exactly where I live, what I do, how much money I make, everything. They want to know answers for all that. But it comes to accountability for me, right? But when we ask, where's that $110 billion that we sent to Ukraine? Where's the receipts for what you used it for? Are we rebuilding communities that were bombed by Russia? Are we providing food? Are we providing water? Are we providing electricity with generators? Are we providing what? Munitions, rockets, missiles, tanks, APCs, firearms? Because $110 billion in that's a serious force over there. And I don't know about you guys, I'm going to bring it up again. When you guys were on that ballot, right? And it said vote for a douchebag or vote for a moron or vote for a dickhead, right? And you guys voted for whatever one you voted for, right? Where did it say vote for World War III? Vote to be poisoned in your backyard. Vote to have a egg shortage, a milk shortage, everything shortage, because we have no accountability for any of these terrorist attacks, that I call them, that have been happening around the country. The food processing plants burning to the ground, all the farms being bought up by the global elites. What else is happening? Oh yeah, nuclear subs off the coast of our country. All this stuff, that's not important. None of that's important. Oh, look, guys, a UFO. Right? Oh, another one. Oh, light in the sky. Oh, shit. It can't be a drone because drones only have red and yellow lights. It's a big white light, and it's zooming back and forth like this. Regular vehicles can't move like that. Oh, my God. Fucking visitors. Who cares if it is? Who cares what they're doing up there? Let them watch us. They're interested just like we are. We do the same shit. If you guys are doing it right now, you guys are watching me. So why can't the aliens watch us? They're not hurting nothing, right? If we believe in that. And we should, because it's naive to believe that we're the only things out in the billions of fucking, planets out there. It would be completely ignorant to believe that we're the only living species of things on a planet. But yeah, if they're up there, good. Let them be up there, man. We're about to nuke each other and wipe our own planet out. They don't give a shit what we're doing down here. They might be here for the show. They might be just up there watching, like, any day now. That one's going to press the button. I know it. He's crazy. And then this guy doesn't even know where he is when he's speaking on stage. Doesn't know where to go. He's shaking the air, falling off of stationary bikes. It's a matter of time before one of these idiots press the red button and blow the world up. That's who's running our countries right now. A lunatic and some guy that should be committed to a mental institution because he's lost his mind. Those are our leaders. And we wonder why shit's messed up. All these years in politics, man, our president's never done anything. Now he's got all these years in the presidency, he still hasn't done anything. Now we're involved in a war where we can threaten the existence of the human race, completely wipe it off the table. Forget it. That's it. It's gone. It only takes a couple nukes, because the nukes that we drop now are way more powerful than Little Boy or Fat Boy that we dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Those two nukes that we dropped on there, they look like kids' toys to the shit we drop now. They dropped kids' toys. That's what they dropped in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Kids' toys compared to the shit we got right now. I don't know. There's Nike missiles right down the road from my house that I can go and look at. And they carry nuclear warheads. Unless I see a nuke not go off, I'm going to assume that nukes can go off. We've had nuclear disasters. There was one in New Jersey, I think. A silo caught fire. Luckily, the warhead didn't explode. But there's accidents all the time. Yeah, kids with a hobby balloon. $100,000, what is that? $900,000 to shoot it down. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't believe not more people trolled the government with that one. Right? Imagine that. Like, just people sending up giant-ass balloons. Like, helium-filled balloons that look like UFOs or something. I was gonna, but then you get an F-16 shooting your house up because, you put a balloon up. Anyway, I wanted to get some of that stuff out because it's bothering me. I hate the clout chase, Stan. I hate it. I could sit here and be like, oh yeah, I did all this. I put this together. These people might have helped, but it was me. I did it. I never do that shit. I never do it. In fact, I don't want credit. If it were up to me, I would have kept this whole organizer thing a secret. I wouldn't have told many people about it because I don't want people to come to me with the drama. And that's part of it, is I get a lot of drama all day. I feel like a babysitter. I gotta stop people from fighting each other. And you know what? I'm just glad I'm involved, because if I wasn't, then who knows? These people still be fighting each other probably. But if there's an organization, another organization comes in and tries to hijack it, I'm going to bury you. I'm going to bury that organization. We're going to get every tiny little bit of dirt on you, and we're going to make sure we bury you. So, hijackers or anybody out there trying to chase clout or self-promote for their group where they make money, if you're trying to promote your business, because unless I see you donating those funds from your donation platform, unless I see you donating money to something, you are a business in my mind. You are making money. And if you name your foundation or your group or something like that a name, you should probably make sure it's not a name that's usually associated with something free. Because if you have to give something to something free, it's not free anymore. Anyway, rant's over. I have to go get food. My coffee's gone. And I haven't had a cigarette in I don't know how many minutes here. A couple though. So I love you guys. I just wanted to say all that stuff because I'm tired of this bullshit YouTube stuff, all right? Tired of it. I don't entertain any of the troll shit. Now I'm kind of upset with the people that are involved with this. And they need to figure this out. Because before I start shouting out names and embarrassing people and deplatforming people and letting everybody know the deep, dark little secrets that you got in your closet, you need to change your act. You need to get your shit together. It's not about you or your group. It's about the people of Ohio, the affected people in these disaster-stricken areas. That's what it's about. And if you can't get on board with that, I will move you out of the way permanently. I'll get rid of your group. And yes, I can. Absolutely, yes, I can. And people are just waiting on for me to say the word to do that. So, I'll expect a phone call from one of you later. Let's see. Oh, never mind. All right, now I got to go inside. My kid's texting me. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you later. I'll be back maybe tomorrow or later today with a better update if I get more information. But I'm about to call some people. I'm going to talk to some organizers. My kid wants to know if I know about the power outage. I know. They woke me up this morning. But I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for the support. Please share the information. Let them know that Americans for America, please correct people. Americans for America was responsible for that last event. And the other organizations that were involved were there for support. They did not throw the event. They didn't sit at a location and collect donations. They got in a vehicle and they drove it somewhere, just like the rest of us did. And we are not self-promoting our groups for that. So if you want the clout, I will give you negative clout. I'll let everybody come over there and give you the negative clout. If you're not in this for the right reasons, you better stay out of our way, because we're going to bury everybody out there looking for the attention. I'm going to make sure that you guys understand that if you're doing something for a good reason, you're just doing it for a good reason. If you're lining your pockets with money, or if I see you getting rich doing it, I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to let everybody know what you're doing. So if you're taking donations for America, every time you get a donation, you should post up a link, because I am asking people, if you donated money to a certain organization, I want you to get a receipt. I want you to get a receipt on what you gave it for and how much you gave, because then we're going to check those receipts versus what they're posting online. And if it doesn't add up, that means they're stealing money. And I'm the asshole who likes to expose that stuff. And I know Red does too. And I think Red's interested in this story. So before I ruin everything for that group, get your shit together. Don't try to take over any other groups. If you have ideas, use them with your organization and your group. Don't push your agenda on anybody else. Don't tell us how you operate and expect us to operate that way. We're not going to do it. Obviously, you guys have been around for 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. If you've been established for that long and no one knows who you are till you came with us, you better give somebody else credit, because we did the advertising. We put your name on the map. And I won't let you forget it. I won't. Because this me, I told you, if you stuck with us, don't tell me that. I'm still here. You disappeared. I've been out here for the last year. You disappeared. When things got tough, everyone ran home. So don't sit there and try to take credit for it was your idea. I stuck with you and that's why we're here now. No. I'm independent. I came aboard Americans for America because I think I could be an asset to the group helping out. I'm not with anybody else. I don't have allegiances to anybody else. These groups in Ohio and Pennsylvania that need help, like the Nationwide Freedom Family, those people, those are the ones I'm promoting. Those people need help. All these other groups out there that have been contacting me that are trying to get together, they're letting me know that another group is telling them that it's their idea. So I'm correcting everybody, and I'm letting everybody know that it's not their idea. They came up with that idea because they heard me say it in a meeting. So you know who the fuck you are. Don't take credit for stuff that everybody else is doing. It ain't your idea. And if you're going to piggyback off this group, you better do it correctly and give credit to where credit is due. Don't piggyback off the group and think that you're going to get all the credit for stuff. Because as fast as your channel grew, we can destroy it. And with that said, I'm just going to let it go for now. If you got offended by it and you want to have some words about what I just said, and you think I'm talking about you, go fuck yourself. Take my advice or get out of the way. I don't have anything else to discuss about it. I know the facts. I know what I saw. I know what I heard. I know what I watched on YouTube. I know what I watched in the meetings. I know what I watched in person. So don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't try to correct me. I don't give a shit about your opinion. I'm telling you what I saw and the rest of the groups collectively are saying about you. I'm giving you a heads up. Do yourself a favor and don't play around. Don't try to hijack people from groups. Don't try to hijack the group. Don't try to take credit for what everybody else did. If you drove a truck full of stuff, thank you. I appreciate it. That's what you did. When it comes to making phone calls to organizing a drop-off location or pick-up locations, you didn't do that. When it comes to getting people to actually donate, you didn't do that. Handling the actual items and putting them in a vehicle, you didn't do that. So don't take credit for it. Because it was done with the backs of the rest of America, not you. And it can be done again without you. So keep that in mind. I'm not playing nice on this one. People try to get in the way of America helping America, and I'm going to shut it down. One way or another, I'll do it. And I can. So, shout out again to anybody that wants to get froggy down in Virginia Beach. I'll be down in Virginia Beach. I'll be in Hagerstown, going back to East Palestine. So shout out to all the haters. That's where I'll be. I'll be unarmed. I'll turn my camera off if that's what you want. I'll leave it on if that's what you want. If you want to, have that all on tape, awesome. But don't come and scream in my face because it'll be answered with a fist.